And good afternoon, all. And this is Maria from New Life Coach. And today we are talking to Deidre Dettoli. And Deidre, I want to welcome you to these remarkable conversations today. This is a space, a safe space to explore transformative conversations and the journeys that many other remarkable women have embarked, their stories, their courage, their decision to change, and the pursuit of purpose, joy, and vision. And I think for today, what best to discuss so many things with you. I also wanted to tell our audience that this idea came after I wrote the book Everyday Stories from 10 Remarkable Women a few years ago. However, I couldn't dedicate my full time and my full attention to this space of remarkable conversations and stories. And now I have this capacity as I have made this full commitment to serve others. And I have created this space. The best way to create the future is to start doing it yourself. And that's why I established these conversations with other great women that have amazing journeys. Maya Angelou left us with a quote that it has really resonated with me. Every time a woman does something for herself, she does it for every other woman. And I am very sure, Deidre, you will agree with this, and we'll explore the remarkable journey that you have embarked in the last few years and throughout your life. So thank you so much. So I am thrilled that you're here today, and I think you sent me a little bit of information that you are creating or have created this positive and sustainable change philosophy, helping individuals and teams to reconnect with their true and authentic selves, free from limiting beliefs and external expectations. And your work blends intellectual insights, spiritual grounding, which we all need, and a deep reflection in guiding people to lead with confidence in every aspect of their lives. So for our audience here listening today and in the future, I would love for you to introduce yourself.
Thank you, Maria. Thank you. That was absolutely beautiful. And I think so important at this time on the planet to be having these important conversations. I think we all need at this moment that sense of hope to be able to really step into our highest expression of what we're here to achieve. So I suppose a little bit about me that, like I love working with, as I call them, high performing, even purpose driven entrepreneurs, visionary leaders, coaches, consultants, emerging thought leaders who have achieved that external success, but now crave something so much deeper. They crave this deep sense of fulfillment, effortless success, and as I'm really understanding this energetic alignment. So a lot of the work that I'm doing, and I mentioned to you previously that I was able to take some time off over the last, like 12 months or so to really dig deep into who I am and what kind of brings me joy and what really lights my soul. And I feel like I'm really able to step into that true sense of alignment for me now. And that's very much reflected in a lot of the work that I've been creating and working with my clients on. So it's been a great journey.
Oh, that's wonderful. I think I am a big advocate for time out. And I mentioned when I started this journey, of embracing the coaching and the vision of who I want it to be, I mentioned about a sabbatical, that I've taken a sabbatical. And it's, yes, you mentioned the privilege of having that position to take that time off. And for me, digging into my savings, it was like, okay, what if I don't do this?
Mm.
What will I regret in the
Correct.
future? How my health will be affected. And unfortunately, I don't discuss this, but I was diagnosed a few years ago, 7 years now, with a neurological disorder
Mm.
that includes movement disorder. So it's not MS, it's not Parkinson, but it affects similar space in the brain. So I kept thinking about that. Our health is so precious, and it is a very fine line. And when I made that decision of the sabbatical, and I think, it is a good example to demonstrate that we walk our talk. It was lighting me up completely. I stopped having these fear attacks. I woke up naturally. I felt, okay, I don't know the journey, but every
Mm.
day, every action will lead me to where I want to go. And I think that is what, that stance that we take. And we don't know about the future, but here I am, totally trusting the
Yeah.
unknown and trusting my intuition, my values, and also walking my talk so I can help others. That is
Yeah.
wonderful. And so tell us about the program. I wanted to ask you one of the questions that I wanted to ask you. So what does it mean to live with purpose? What does it mean to you to live with purpose? So how did you come across to define your own purpose?
Mm. And this is always an interesting question, I think, about purpose, because I think we can look at purpose in so many different ways. And I think for me, the way I tend to will look at living with purpose, for me, it really means about genuinely really opening my heart to everyone and everything that I encounter, and really continuously expanding my capacity for compassion and connection. One of my, I suppose, my values that's really important to me is humanity. And what I've really come to realize is that for me, true fulfillment comes from not external circumstances, but from a alignment, like a deep alignment with the core of who I am. And very much for this is about stepping into that true sense of purpose. Um, and it's really enabled me to view kind of every interaction that I have as that chance to really expand my humanity.